first over against Pallav Das, Rohit Rania would have been my first pick. Just that he's slightly different from Abhinav in terms of how he goes about his left arm spin. And with the new ball, you don't want someone to be turning the ball a long way. Just someone who can just bring the stumps in play. But of course, the matchup would have been in favor of Pallav. That's why they didn't opt for that. Now, with two right-handers, they can deploy. India's tallest and one of the finest fast bowlers celebrates his birthday today, Ishant Sharma. Powerfully struck. Rishabh Das screams that one through the covers.
Thunderous cover drive from Rishabh Das. That is exactly what we were missing in the last three games. He plays those drives delightfully. Look at that. Feet position perfectly stamped on the pitch. And the flourish of his bat as well. 11 of 11 so far in this game. There was another chance of width given by the bowler. But a dot ball nevertheless.
You can see how Rania is not turning the ball. I mean, it's still early days in this innings. But not a single ball has looked like it's going to turn. That's why his line has to be middle stump now. That's a much better line. Soft hands this time. They push that fielder for a run. They'll get that. Ravi Chetri, that fielder, is lacking a little bit of confidence on the field, you'll have to say. Misfields at the start. And now in a single in his regime.
He has to quickly wake up because he's probably going to be the next bowler. If we see a change in bowling later in this innings. 35 for 1 after 5 overs. 2 left-arm spinners bowling in tandem.
फेयर प्ले मिल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
27 fours, 11 sixes, hallmark of a top-class cricketer. Rishabh Das batting currently has got 228.
And also featuring in this game is Sumit Ghadigarkar, who is sharing that second spot with Rishabh Das right now with 228.
You said next bowler Ravi Chetri, next bowler Ravi Chetri. Just 3 wickets to show for. That's not a lot considering he's someone who was a regular taker in that club tournament that we covered back in March. Gone through the infield, Rishabh Das slowly and steadily getting back to his normal best.
That was crafty from Rishabh Das to find that gap. Beautiful. Leaning onto that drive and beating the fielder at short point. Gets a boundary to start off Ravi Chetri's over.
Both Rania and Ravi Chetri just starting far too outside the off stump. That is on off stump. And he still played that one well. Sahil Jain, the fielder. There's something about the Subansiri champs fielding hasn't quite been up to the mark. The ground fielding specifically. Catching has been good. Sahil Jain, blinder of an arm ball, beautiful arm ball. For a player like Topno who's batting so freely, It's good from Ravi Chetri. Now, it should be hoping he can just turn one pass the outside edge. In the air, but Topno has been brilliant. What bat! His feet getting to the pitch of the ball and hits that in the air but in the gap.
Oh, he has probably understood that Ravi Chetri is in a nervous set of mind right now. But that is just confidence from Topno. Scintillating cover drive for 4.
The arm ball is the response. Arm ball was the response and very well played from Topno, waiting for the ball, not committing. Look how he waits. And then just plays it on the onside. Superb cricket. Last ball of the power play. And picks up a run. Positive from Topno. Positive from the Brahmaputra boys. 6 overs done. 45 for 1.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं, दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज, खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
Ronyar will continue. Just 1 over for Abhinav. Unless, of course, they want him to change the ends. The field will spread out right now for Topno, the right-hander. A deep fine leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep sweeper. Those are the boundary riders. Slow and well bowled.
The field spread out there, definitely going to look for singles and doubles here. Boundaries came off. In fact, he's still going for the boundaries. Roshan Topno. Wow. Over extra cover. That is a safe shot to go for. And he just calculated that risk.
We have seen a masterclass of a knock from Rahul Hazarika. This is on the other end of the spectrum. Just kept going. 29 of 20, he's the shots that he wants to. Misfield from short mid-wicket gives Topno the run. He's moved into the 30s right now.
.50 as well with that single. Now Rishabh Das back on strike, 50 for 1. This is a brilliant starter from any stretch. Rishabh Das this time. But what a knock this has been by Roshan Topno.
Quality, high quality indeed. Walking to bat in it. He's shown no amount of nerves. Now will play the fine paddle. There is a fielder deep. But if he has that option, that will trouble the bowlers. Soon enough, he's growing in confidence. 49 of 34 this partnership. Even that is growing in confidence.
Replacing Pavitra Pator today. Roshan Topno.
That's in the gap. Too much work to be done. Hallmark, trademark from Rishabh. The way he just opens the face of the bat and hits that boundary square on the offside. 50 partnership between these two.
Serious batting this from these two right-handers. 7 overs have gone now. scored 56 for 1.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Get your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज़, खेल जा। इन खेलों में
In terms already, 35 balls they've lasted, they've scored 53, given their side a massive advantage. That's why leg spinner has been introduced. Introducing in the commentary box right next to me. KV, hello.
Yes, hello. How well the Brahmaputra boys are going. There you see, you're catching us live from here. That is me with my tag team partner in commentary box. Babashish always loves the action, and the way the action Brahmaputra boys are putting out,
It's
fantastic.
It's very tag team. It's that kind of a feel, to be honest. They're hunting in pairs, these two. How will they approach the leg spinner, Akash Shetri?
This has been positive, never afraid to flight. Yeah, that's more better. Ball a little bit slow, and that's why he got a turn and a bit of extra bounce. And this you will see when the ball lands on the seam.
He's contemporary in certain things is Akash. Just like that, the amount of flight that there was. But he's very modern day white ball leg spinner as well. The way he just bowls slightly quicker, drags the length back.
Talking about leg spinners, that looks a bit darker, but not as dark it was yesterday. We have
See that run there, that is so well done by Topno. Really. Of all the good shots he's played throughout this game, that shot for me tells you of his abilities.
And yes, sir, we have seen a Topno batting low, but today the promotion and the batting is showing his different class. That's well played. Once again, squeezing it towards his cover.
Just for youngsters at home, budding batters. Look at that. He hasn't hit that ball. Just comes down the track and meets the ball in the gap, in the V. 1, 2, 3. The good old 1, 2, 3 movement. And the run now of the back foot in the same area. Class from Topno. In fact, a couple of runs as well. Phenomenal batting. High quality batting.
When the bowler is not giving you anything, it's the other ways you find to score the runs. Few players just getting in the nets for their practice. This has been high class from Roshan Topno. Really been on top of the game at this moment.
Little bit of extra bounce. 8 overs are done. Brahmaputra boys 62 for 1.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज़, खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Get your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy.
Yes, talking to the point of leg spinners, how difficult it is for them to control the length. Because for off spinner it's more easier, but bowling a leg spin with the wrist getting into the play, sometimes it becomes more difficult. You land up bowling full tosses.
That's why you see more and more modern day leg spinners are not exactly using the wrists. Look at that. That is building up towards heavy dark clouds. And that's not far away from where we are. And, well, the wind has stopped. which makes it kind of difficult for the clouds to go away. So the heavy clouds won't be able to move, which is why it might, and just might pour down. Abdul Qureshi, massive wicket of Pallav, but expensive. Kept low. KV, are you trying to do the most futile thing, checking the weather?
No, I'm not checking the weather, but there's a phrase in Hindi. I'm just trying to figure out how can I use it over here.
How picturesque is that though?
This is the darkest we have seen till now in all days. Is this cloud filled of rain or it's just for a name?
The Amingaon cricket ground, north of Guwahati. Greenery all around us. Dark clouds all over us. And there is a contest going on. Topno 35 of 26.
Top class. Goes for a big one. Is miscued this one. Fielder completes the catch. But not until he's entertained everyone.
Sahil Jain has completed that catch. Abdul Qureshi's second wicket. And a knock that promised so much. In fact, that is Abhinav who's taken that catch. Both have got round floppy hats. Him and Sahil Jain. Roshan Topner batted well, but he's gone for 35. Yeah, a little tap from Shivashankar Roy while he crossed. Roshan Topno tells you that the team really rates this innings, and they must. Exciting young talent.
दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा. फेयर प्ले न्यूज. खेल जा. भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it up. Let's 1xBet. Catch your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out.
Always, if you put on runs on the board. But today, the best part is we've seen two wicket keepers playing two good knocks. We saw Ayush Agarwal in the first game, and now we see Roshan Topno. So the wicket keepers are coming and giving the runs with the bat, and they've been promoted up the order. Also tells that they're building up their confidence in the team management.
Dare I say, KV, it's starting to feel a little stormy. Shivashankar Roy, one great knock. Not a lot beyond that.
Maybe after that he's not got much of a batting. Yeah, in few games he threw away wickets where he should have built on long and over there you see it's getting darker and darker. The scenes every time you get, it gets darker than the last one.
It's stormy. It's really stormy right now. Gush of heavy wind blowing. That's a good strike. First ball to get off the mark. It's a massive storm building up. Look at the background there. Those trees, those leaves are just flying off. The bales are flying off as well. Umpires do have the provision to continue without the bales if it's way too windy. Wow, that is Raj and Kamal, I believe. And both are just protecting themselves from this real heavy gush of wind circling all around the Amingaon cricket ground.
To me, it looks like more than a wind, which is going to bring in something later. We see the umbrellas being taken off, all the covers are getting ready. That means the rain is nearby, something closing in.
Yeah, the groundsmen have just gotten themselves ready. There you go. I have a feeling if it pours down, It's going to pour down for a while.
It's going to be long run. Not a short one, but he has a long run up, which is just stopped halfway mark.
KV, KV, I can assure you, when it is that stormy outside, you don't want to sit inside an AC room, right? You want to be out in the open, experiencing the breeze.
Yes, yes. Who doesn't want to enjoy that?
Sumit Ghadigarkar keeps that to a dot ball.
You want to enjoy that atmosphere. You want to be out there in that breezy, cold wind which is blowing out.
Well, up here in the north of Guwahati, there's a storm coming.
Let's just hope it's a passing one. It doesn't hold on. Because at the moment, good cricket has been played. Rishabh has taken his time. As usual, he does. But today, the best part is not thrown it away. Oh, that's a miscued. Fielder, will it be nearby? No. Lands in between two. And then it does the good work and couldn't stop this one. 4 runs. And he's saying, hard luck to you, mate.
Vishal Saha was the first fielder who got some hand onto that, tried to save it. Then it was Chayan Manidas. Nine overs are done. Brahmaputra boys 70 for 2.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज, खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
Kind to hit towards the onside against the wind. But the moment right-hander comes in, then it becomes easier for him.
Shiva Shankar blocks the first one.
And how much this wind will also help Akash over here to get that extra bit of turn.
I wish I knew which way this wind is blowing, because at the moment it looks like it's all over. It's almost circling around. Bounce, lot of it, which has been a feature of Akash's bowling. It's got Shiva Shankar on his shoulders, I believe. And that's why, because it's not blowing just in one direction, I don't think it's a specific thing. Playing inside the line of the ball. Shiva Shankar just taking his sweet time here, giving it back to Rishabh.
He can take, because Topno made that when he comes out, he can take his time. 35 of 26 from Topno was the best. Baiju's Assam T20 Challenger Trophy 2022, powered by Fan Code. It's been a fabulous tournament. You're getting the action all from Amin Gaon Cricket Ground.
Rishabh Das wants to play the big shot, doesn't want the tempo to go down, because if they have to leave for a rain break, they don't want the current run rate to go below 7. Right now it's 7.22 with the ball remaining.
Look at the turn he's getting of the surface. And the bounce has been the key of his bowling till now. If you eye for a big shot towards the onside, then you feel, oh, there is extra bounce. Again, that turn, wants to run, good thinking, good call from Shiv Shankar Roy. Should they go for a run? Should have taken it. But no, they decide not to. 10 gone, 71 for 2.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज। खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
Pump it out. Let's 1xbet. Catch your line. Let's 1xbet. Do it right. Be out and join.
Will take the dark clouds with it. Ravi Chetri into his second over. Piyush Mahapatra was just taking a stroll. Says that breeze is actually cool breeze, which means somewhere around it has rained. Will the rains follow suit here? That's what we're waiting to see. As Shiva Shankar, 4 of 5. Shiva Shankar has to realize, oh, that's out. That is sensational from Sahil Jain. Sensational. Dismissals to his name. In fact, 2 dismissals. The catch was taken by Abhinav. So the first catch of Pallav Das and now the run out of Rishabh Das. Underarm flick. Brilliant. He's encountered both the openers and both of them have been dismissed with a fantastic fielding effort.
Fantastic work from Rishabh Das. And Captain Ranjit Mali would be happy to see that effort put in by Sahil Jain. It's a big wicket of Rishabh Das because he could have been the man who could have really launched it in the last overs. And that effort, look at that excitement he had.
KV, I think I can spot droplets of rain.
You can spot, I can see the visuals just maybe in front of those trees which are far away. Somewhere it's just dripping down.
Yeah, it's fairly, this is fairly straightforward. How good was Sahil Jain out there? Brahmaputra boys now in a spot of bother. Anurag Talukdar has made his way into the center. 71 for 3. They were in a fine position when Topno and Rishabh were going well. Good stuff from Ravi Chetri. He should know that this is the time Subansiri Champs will have to make a comeback in this contest. Close the door down, make it narrower for the likes of Shiva Shankar and Anurag Talukdar to move freely. Arm ball cuts it from off stump. Dot ball.
That was a risky shot. That was not the perfect ball to cut. If you're trying to cut the ball from the line of the stumps, Lucky just got the bat. If he would have missed this one, it would have been to face his third delivery. Kane well bowled, but this time playing with a softer hand. Will not get a run. Still to get off the mark.
Yeah, Talukdar is kind of playing everything off the back foot now. Which is why Ravi Chetri might be tempted to just toss one up. The arm ball perhaps. Toss it up on the stumps. Tosses that one up on the stumps. But Talukdar manages even that off the back foot. Some contest.
सोच मत कि नहीं, दिल की सुन। सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज। खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
Let's 1xbet. Pump it out. Let's 1xbet. Let's 1xbet. Do it right. Be out and join.
Rituraj Viswas can definitely bat. Perhaps he'll be the next man in. It's all about the all-rounders. Rituraj himself is the all-rounder. Just in 11 overs of bowling, is job well done as far as Subansiri champs are concerned. Remember, they don't have the services of Mukhtar. So Ranjit Mali is leading the side, even leading the bowling attack. I was critical of his captaincy that he didn't start with a spinner. But of course, they proved us wrong, proved me wrong by Abdul getting rid of Pallav. Ranjit will be hoping he can slip in a tight over here. And if he can, dismiss Shivashankar Roy.
That's just outside of him, looking to crash this one. Doesn't make any contact. It's going to be important what line you bowl at this stage. And it's been a switch over of the captaincy. We saw in the first 4 games it was Sahil Jain. And now from the last game it's been Ranjit Mali.
Well, Sahil Jain perhaps has been asked to focus on his batting. Shiva will guide that towards the deep third region. Kiwi, it looks like the storm slowly and steadily starting to disappear. It's not exactly cleared up, but fairly clearer from what it was 10-15 minutes earlier.
Yeah, it's taken the clouds away, but now what is happening is the humidity level is just going up. Because of that storm came for a while and the clouds got overhead. Now everything with gone away. That's how the outer part of the bat and hitting it higher. Oh, it's off the gloves. You can feel the pain over there.
Good set of 3 balls for Ranjit Mali in his comeback spell. Eight balls and yet to score a boundary, Shivashankar Roy. Tap and run, drop and run. Just trying to recalibrate. Another little stand.
Which is needed over here. Stand. If you don't build in a partnership, then you won't be able to get to total which you have wanted to get. Again, a bit of low bounce of the surface. Movement was there, but the lack of bounce didn't allow Talukdar to get the ball on the bat.
Ranjit Mali might not be able to pick up a wicket in this over, but the intention with which he came and delivered this over, that has perhaps worked. Dried up the runs in this over, made it difficult for Talukdar. Just a single. 12 overs are done. Brahmaputra boys trying to rebuild the 74 for 3.
Let's 1xBet. Pump it out. Let's 1xBet. Catch your line. Let's 1xBet. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज़, खेल जा। इन खेलों में
and perhaps one from Akash.
Yeah, Abdul has been on the expensive side, but has picked up 2 wickets. And Rabbi, he's bowled well, going at 5 runs per over. He'll be bowling into the right-hander bowling round the wicket. Oh, has he taken it? Sumit is excited. But not this man. A good bit of glove work there from Sumit. Because it really kept low. And when ball keeps low, it's not that easy. But he kept his eyes on the ball. And he was excited the moment he took the ball in his gloves.
Very Rizwan-like. Finds long off. Picks up one.
It's become another tagline in cricket. Very Rizwan-like.
I mean, I couldn't help myself. I watched that entire Indian innings, and out of 120 balls, Rizwan went up 240 times. So, well, sometimes it works as well. You want the keeper to be all energy and hype and all of it. Bat is my first impression.
And
Where did that pitch? In line. Bat.
just needs to have it a closer look once again. But yeah, bat definitely was there.
Or was it pad first?
To me, it sounded something like it's of the top of the pad, then into the bat, and then into those cushion paddings. Because when we saw in the replay, it looked like it hit the flap first.
Interesting. Another good over from Ravi Chetri here. Still a ball remaining, but has only conceded 2.
You should have a look at that ball which cracked on the pad of Shiv Shankar Roy, maybe after this over.
Fast hands to pick up a run. Very difficult to say. I think it's almost hitting them at similar time positions. So too much doubt. Overdone and dusted. 13 overs. 78 for 3.
प्ले न्यूज खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
Let's 1xbet. Pump it up. Let's 1xbet. Catch your line. Let's 1xbet. Do it right. Be out of your...
Avinav Chaudhary. Starts with a quicker one. A bit of turn and then a bounce. Talukdar is continuously trying to play that shot, trying to get that ball behind point. This time just onto the pads easily. Worked away towards the fine leg and easily, slowly creeping into the commentary box is the Odisha man, Diyush Mahapatra.
Thank you so much. What do you say about this, KV? 79 for 3. Brahmaputra boys batting first. They have lost their last 2 matches, mind you. Want to win this man. What is the target for them?
You need to have 150 over here, because the thing I'm talking about, one chance of run out or directed, he was gone. Oh, it's hit him on his leg over there. It was Akash. The fielder threw the ball. We'll look at it from the other angle. This was played off the backward with a slow hand. And then the throw came in. Is in the frame. Oh, would have gone. If a direct hit would have been there. Yeah, the reason why I was talking about this one is 150 is needed. Because if you look, at Subansiri Champs batting lineup. They've got a very good batting lineup. It's not that easy batting where you can go through. And in comparison to them, Brahmaputra boys bowling is not that strong. The batting has been the biggest point because they've always scored 170, 180, and that's where they've won the game.
Absolutely. This has been brilliant by the bowlers of Subansiri Champs to pull things back. 80 for 3 right now. Brahmaputra boys after 13.5 overs. Last ball of this over coming up. Single taken towards long on. They're pushing for the second, but they'll be content with a single to end the over. It's 81 for 3 after the end of 14.
Let's one expect. Pump it out. Let's one expect. Catch your line. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy the game tonight.
को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज़, खेल जा। इन खेलों में
Roshan Topno looked superb. The amount of time that he spent in the middle, scored 35 of 27, some brilliant shots featuring in that innings as well. Abhinav to continue, he's going to bowl to Talukdar.
Shot pulled away. Fielder will only be a fielder watching this one, racing for a boundary. That's a welcome boundary. Picking off the stumps and then playing it in front of mid-wicket. Bit of turn and then playing on the front foot. This is good cricket. This is where good cricketers know how to score the runs. Talukdar knew it got a boundary. Why not to take a single, switch over the strike to Shiv Shankar Roy. He's taken his time, Shiv Shankar Roy, but when he'll charge on, he can really pull back things to his side. That's what I was telling. When he charges, he can really pull back the things in his side favor. Man, what a six this is. Coming down the track and hitting it handsomely over long off's head.
Shiva Shankar showing his prowess today. That was thumped over long off. Beauty. Went a long, long way, in fact. The longer boundaries are the straight ones, and he cleared them quite easily. Shiva Shankar on strike. 92 for 3. Brahmaputra boys. Oh, what about that, KV? That spun to quite a degree.
Immaculate but credit to Shiv Shankar Roy, the way he pulled off from that shot. That ensured that he's still out in the middle. Because if he would have gone for a shot, definitely we could have been in trouble.
That was a frame from Matrix, the way he just waded off from that delivery. But great effort by the keeper as well to take that in his gloves. Dot ball there, and the single was taken off the next. Now the last ball of this over. Beautifully defended, and a quick single will be taken as well. Brahmaputra boys looking well in their element right now. It's 94 for 3 after 15.
सोच मत, खुद को रोक मत, लोगों की नहीं दिल की सुन, सपनों को पंख दे और खेल जा। फेयर प्ले न्यूज़, खेल जा। इन खेलों में भाग लेने के लिए कोई प्रवेश शुल्क नहीं है।
Let's one expect. Pump it out. Let's one expect. Catch your line. Let's one expect. Do it right. Be out. Enjoy.
Have been used, and pretty well used so far. 3 overs to 3 of them, and 2 overs to 3 more of them, in fact. The economy